Nowadays, many people have tattoos. But do we treat them as gangsters or some weird people? Why do we think so? Is it that all the people with tattoos are really bad? What is for tattoos in your opinion? In my opinion, tattoos are for the gangsters who can't contribute good to our society. When I first saw tattoos, I remember asking my mom, "Mom, why do they have that color on their skin? Why don't you have it?" My mom then replied, "These things are called tattoos. Only gangsters have it. But remember, don't go near them or bother them, or you will get into trouble." That day, I remember what my mom had told me until last month. Something happened. I'm sure you are eager to know what happened. So, when I was walking down the street, I saw a group of people with tattoos on their arms walking towards me. I tried to steer away since my mom had warned me about them. When I walked past them, my heart was beating fast and I was very, very scared. Just after a few minutes, a sound suddenly came into my ears. Bang! A car crashed into another car. I quickly rushed towards the accident to see if I could help. But then I realized one manpower would not be enough to drag the person out from the car because the wrangle metal was pressing against on the injured victim. So I called for help. Just after a few seconds later, a group of gangsters with tattoos came towards my direction and helped. Luckily, they were a group of people, so they managed to drag the person out easily. At the same time, I called the ambulance. After a few minutes, the ambulance arrived and carried the injured victim away. Later, the police recorded our statements. The police and doctors thanked us for saving the person, or else the person might have died due to serious injuries he had sustained. At that day, I spoke to my mom and told her to change her mindset and not label people with tattoos as being bad or rotten apples of society. I think deep down, they are just normal human beings like any of us. As my title goes, don't judge a book by its cover. We cannot judge people that have tattoos and assume them as bad. But if we cannot judge people whether they have tattoos or not, and we cannot assume that the people without tattoos are being good and useful to our society. Next time, if you see people with tattoos, don't be too quick to judge. We need to accept them and look beyond the exterior, especially if they have done us no harm.